Welcome to another edition of Take It or Heave It, your indie rock review show. I'm Wes Soltis. This is Ryan Peters.
Wes, I have an announcement to make. The results are in from the online poll we conducted for what our DJ name should be.
Okay,
and
what are they?
And it's official. More than 50% think that your name should be DJ Whisker Biscuit, and mine is Sergeant Mammogram.
Well, you are Sergeant Mammogram, and it looks like I'm going to have to change a few of my soap opera mailing lists.
It's funny because I've already been signing Sergeant Mammogram on all my credit card statements.
Oh, nice.
So it works out.
Blitzen Trapper is a six-piece from Portland, Oregon. This is their fourth album, but first on Sub Pop. Fur is out September 24th. Here is Gold for Breath. I tried overly hard to like Blitzen Trapper's album Fur, but I think they tried a little too hard to sound like the Flaming Lips. I'm going to have to heave it.
So I liked some of the lyrics on the Blitzen Trapper album, but really only one or two of the songs when they have like a full band backing them actually grab my attention. For the rest of them, I think they just sort of, they sort of fade and they don't really engage you.
Yeah, I mean, it just jumped around too much. It was almost startling, like how it would be this slow melodic song and all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
30 people doing whatever they want.
It's a total like 180.
Yep.
For the most part, Blitzen Trapper are more storytellers than they are a band. Occasionally, there's a couple of tracks where they write a really, really good pop song, but for the most part, it's just about the lyrics and the story that they tell. And if you're not interested in it, I don't think you're going to be interested in the band. I wasn't. I'm going to keep it.
Fujiya and Miyagi are a four-piece from England. Lightbulb will be out September 9th on Deaf, Dumb, and Blind Records. Here is Knickerbocker.
Vanilla, strawberry, Knickerbocker glory. Hans Christian Andersen plays musical statues that don't take it out on his world. By Adams, Apple sprinkling hundreds and thousands on a Knickerbocker glory.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Ryan absolutely hates this album, but I thought they had a great electro-pop sense about them. I'm going to have to take it.
Okay, so I listened to the Fujiya Miyagi album, and I thought to myself, crappy indie electronica music. Wes is going to love it.
Okay, well, first off, you're a douche. Second off, what I think they did on this album that was really interesting is they take their lyrics, but they don't make them fit the melody. So, like, as you listen to the album more, sentences and what they're saying go into the next verse. So you have to, like, concentrate to listen to what they're saying, and I know you don't like to do that, so you aren't going to like this album.
It's not worth concentrating on, though. It was uninteresting, and I mean, like, it's like one beat multiplied over 12 songs, or 11 songs, or how many, and I think he actually wrote out about 6 different lyrics.
But I liked it, and you don't like anything that's good, so that's fine.
Oh my god, this album was brutal to listen to. Singular beats, uninteresting lyrics, if you even really want to call them lyrics, they're just sort of like a string of nonsensical words put together, and music that you could have made with like a Play School keyboard. Heat it.
This is Calexico's 6th studio release. This band from Texas will release Carry to Dust on September 9th on Touch and Go Records. Listen to the news about William.
Dogs on the porch.
Calexico's 2006 release Garden Ruin wasn't a very good album, and interestingly enough, they get back to their roots by making a concept album, and it's really, really good.
So what I like about the new Calexico album is that, they're from Texas, and I think it kind of returns to their roots more than the last one that they had, and that there's a lot of like kind of rustic Americana sounds, and there's even some Mexican music that kind of goes into it. I think it's interesting.
Garden Ruins was a little too mainstream.
Their last one.
Yeah, their last one. Their 2006 release was a little too mainstream, and they got back to their Americana roots. It also helped to have Iron Wine Sam Beam on it.
Yeah, that's not a bad addition at all.
He's no slouch.
Yeah. All right, so Carry to Dust lives in the borderlands between Texas and Mexico, and it borrows amply from both cultures. There's a really rustic sound that's mixed with Latin chord progressions, and it makes for an eclectic, diverse album.
The Verve are a four-piece from Greater Manchester fronted by Richard Ashcroft. This will be their 4th album and their first in 11 years, out on EMI on August 26th. Take a listen. Walk on souls that are made in China. it's really weird to think that they haven't released an album in over 11 years, and Urban Hymns is one of my favorite albums ever. But I think Fourth is probably their most complete work to date.
I'm glad that the Verve have finally released another album. It's only been about a decade.
Yeah, 11 years.
11 years. It's interesting why they broke up the first time. I mean, they had some problems with Richard Ashcroft, their lead singer, and the rest of the band having like creative differences. But they also
And a drug addiction.
drug addiction. Well, we all have a drug addiction. But they also had issues with money because the song "Bittersweet Symphony," the one that broke them. Their producer actually borrowed a sample from a Rolling Stones song, and the Rolling Stones sued them.
See, I always knew Mick Jagger had a writing credit on Bittersweet Symphony. And I thought it was just because he actually helped write it, not because the Rolling Stones sued them.
No, so it's because he's kind of an asshole, apparently. All right, so I know it's been 11 years, but the Verve really haven't missed a beat whatsoever. The songs are still lengthy, they're really, really layered, and they have like a prog feel meets Britpop. It's a great combination. If you liked Bittersweet Symphony, you should like the rest of this album. It's really complete. To recap, for Blitzen Trapper, Wes and I both tried, but we were disappointed in the album. For Fujiya and Miyagi, Wes likes anything that sounds like it costs 20 cents to make, but I heaved it. Wes and I both enjoyed the rustic rootsy disc from Calexico. And we welcome back the Verve with this layered, complete-sounding album. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Take It or Heave It, your indie rock music review show. I'm Sergeant Mammogram, this is DJ Whisker Biscuit.
Tune in next week where we discuss whether or not Sarah Palin is a MILF or a cougar.
Can she be both?
All the best ones are. HEAVEmedia.com would like to thank the Polish Ambassador for creating our theme music. If you'd like to know more, go to PolishAmbassador.com.
Let's ask the owl.